All right. Good afternoon, artists. So today we're going to be talking about contour drawing versus blind contour drawings. And the goal of our assignment today is to be able to understand the differences between the two. So contour drawings are lines that form an object. And so you see in a shaded drawing, we have shading that has been blended to look like the forms of the object, while with contour drawings, we're using only line to describe what we see. And so when you do a contour drawing, you're looking back and forth between your paper and between the object that you're trying to draw. Oh no. What was it? Maybe.
Yeah, the mouse is
learning. So sorry. A little technical difficulty, kiddos. Okay. So when you're doing a contour drawing, you can think about it as you're taking a tour around the shape that you're drawing by using lines. So with a blind contour drawing, you're still using lines, but when you do this, you only look at the object and you don't look at your paper while you're drawing. So when you're doing this, you're trying to translate what you see through your hand and improve your hand-eye coordination through that. So I'm going to do a reference for you guys. First, I'm going to do a 1-minute contour drawing.
This is going to go very
Yeah.
badly for me.
Yes.
I can't draw
1 minute?
Mm-hmm.
And go.
Well, this is already better than
Yeah.
Dang.
So notice how I'm looking here and here to make sure that I'm trying to get it as correct as possible. Done? Okay. So there's our contour drawing. Now, for the next one, we're going to do a 30-second blind contour drawing. So I'm only looking at this, and I can't look at my drawing at all. Okay, so as you can see, this is a much more intuitive way of drawing. You have to feel around and try and remember where you were putting things. But the real point of it is not that it looks accurate, it's that you're trying, rather than looking at something and thinking, this is an eye, this is a mouth, this is what it's supposed to look like, you actually have to feel out the shapes based on what you see. Yes?
Can I ask why you limited yourself to 30 seconds on that side?
So with blind contours, sometimes to help with they can be a little more anxiety inducing because you want it to look good. When you go faster, it forces you to lose your inhibition while you're doing it. So for our next activity, I'm going to have you guys do it. So we have lots of options. We have all these paper images that you can look at, and we have glue over them so you can also feel them if you need. And then we have a few objects that you can pick from if you'd rather feel something physical to draw. And then we have, we have paper, we have these utensils, but if you want, you can use paint as well. And we have wet wipes for that. So, does anyone need help gathering their materials, or can you guys grab them yourselves? Okay.
And so we're picking from these to draw. Right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'm really stressed because I can't draw anything.
And you can do the same picture twice too if you'd like, or you guys can switch around for when we do our second one.
Okay.
All right, so first we're gonna do a contour drawing for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Go.
I'm so bad at drawing.
More seconds, artists.
Yours looks better than mine. I don't even know how to fix this.
All right, now you can stop. All right, now we're gonna directly transition. They're beautiful.
I like that. It's kind of adorable
Yeah,
looking.
it is
though.
really cute.
Yeah. It's like a cover in a children's book.
So here's some more pieces of paper, and you guys can pick a new image or an object for this next drawing. Here you go. Do you guys want to trade out any utensils
Yeah.
for a different one?
Can I have a highlighter?
Highlighter, yes. Any color?
Green. Green. Thank you.
I'll have a pen, please.
Pen.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. And now we're just going to do this one
So
for
you
1
just
minute.
look at the picture.
Yes, don't look at your drawing
Okay.
when you do this one. Only look at your picture.
Okay.
All right.
Go. We're going.
Go.
Oh gosh, I lost.
Look.
Okay. I can't. Don't do it.
I saw you.
I looked good.
They're great students.
I'm cheating.
Stop cheating.
I can't help it.
I can't do
20
it.
more seconds.
I can't remember what I've already drawn. Oh no.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm
1.
Oh.
So
I
now,
cheated on the nose, I'll be honest.
so take your contour drawing and your blind contour and put them side by side.
They both suck.
Now, do you feel like doing this activity helped you understand the difference between them better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there any differences that really stood out to you between the two that you felt powerfully?
The second one was definitely more frustrating, I guess, and hard not to look at.
Yeah.
I kept cheating.
It really hit home what you were saying with the question I asked earlier about how like when you just kind of go, like you don't stop and think about it. So that blind one was cool for that reason. I wasn't like, oh, does this go here? It was just, all right, get it down.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, I think everyone seems to show a good base understanding of this. So thank you for participating.
You're welcome.
And we're done.
Yay. Lovely job.
All right. Transitions.
I drew the ear twice. I couldn't remember if I did it yet.
So then there's 5 minutes for the observing to give them feedback, and based on they'll incorporate it into the next time they go,
I see.
which we generally don't record, but since Jess is gone, it will be helpful for her when she's coming to work with us. Very cool.
Just the feedback.
Yes.
I thought it was a good lesson. I don't know.
I liked the lesson a lot.
You guys had a lot of options. I mean, I guess the only thing, if we're thinking UDL here, if a child can't
They don't
they don't have the motor skills to paint or draw,
Yeah.
but
That's
I
why
mean,
we
that's kind of,
We had the paint so they could finger paint if
Yeah.
they needed. That was like what we were trying to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like kind of a hard subject to do that with.
I think the blind one helps with that too, because if
Yeah.
you don't like have great muscle control or whatever, the blind one, everybody's is gonna kind of look bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll help them be like, well, mine's no worse than somebody who can actually like hold the thing right or whatever.
Mhm.
I think that's kind of cool too, because it makes it you're kind of going for that abstract feel.
Yeah.
And what grade level were you guys thinking for this?
We're thinking like 7th grade
Yeah.
or something.
This one kind of feels like timeless. Yeah, I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think anyone could do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially if you're not like, if you don't already know about art, like I don't know anything about it, so like this was.
I think that's one reason why I liked it a lot, was just because like she said, it's art. You know,
Yeah.
that's not something I'm inundated with on a daily basis. Like I don't draw things. Because I'm not artistic.
Mhm.
So it was cool to just do something that different.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was a good outlet.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know what else. You did good as a teacher. You answered a question.
I did.
You did good.
Curveball.
You know.
The tone of voice was good.
Yeah.
Mark was trying not to sound too. Hello, voicing.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I was thinking about that for when we do ours, since it's kindergarten class. I was like, I'm not that person that's like, hi class.
I
know,
And
we're
I'm
gonna
like,
have
Like
to
when they do
bubble
that, if
it.
you
Yeah.
didn't hear me, clap once.
Yes. Oh my God. No.
You're a jerk.
That is why I'm not doing that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
Cool. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll keep the timer.
Is this really good?
Wait, don't record me being on my phone.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Oops. I'll edit it in post.
Okay, welcome my lovely learners. Today we're going to be talking about contour drawings. There's 2 types, regular and blind. Our goal is to understand the difference between the 2. Okay, so here you see a regular drawing of an apple. This probably took 20, 30 minutes to do. They shaded it. You can see the lines are curving, making it look like an apple, and then you have a contour drawing of an apple where it's just basically the plain outlines. It doesn't really have any shading, and it was a very quick drawing. Okay, so contour drawings. You can look at it, you can pick your pencil up. Sometimes it's fun not to, to see how it reacts. Okay, so I'm going to do this for a minute. Okay.
His hairpiece is so funky.
It is.
Like, what is that?
It kind of looks like a wig.
Yeah.
But you see, I didn't pick my pencil up at all, so it kind of gets more of a messy, sketchy feel to it, if that's what you're going for. And it does, you know, you don't pick your pencil up, you draw a little faster too. If you're kind of stressed about it, it helps just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to do a blind contour drawing. I'm not going to look at what I'm drawing. 30 seconds.
Okay, stop.
Okay. So I did that very fast. And I find it's fun sometimes if you draw the initial outline and you forget it, you go back and you draw over it and you get something very abstract. So we do have students who think they're not good at art, and that is okay because you get this. And that is fine. Okay. My demonstration. And my blind contour. Alright, so I'm going to have everyone get up if you can. Let me know if you need assistance. Grab a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper. I've got these drawings over here that have some glue on them if you need more of a tactile. I've got things you can hold. Really anything. We've got paint, highlighters, pens. All right.
I don't believe this is yours. So you actually.
I'm saving the planet.
There you are. Whoa. This is a super long piece of paper. Wow.
All right. We're going to have 2 minutes to do your contour drawing.
Okay, you can go.
Okay. Don't feel the glue. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You had a lot of good tips, which was nice. You seemed to be able to recognize when someone was struggling
Or cheating.
and cheating. Some good advice for that.
It was interesting to see like your guys' different techniques and like
Yeah.
drawing. Like
Yeah.
you did like the continuous
Yeah, I
and
like
like shooting
that
pickup
too.
words.
I'm trying to think of like what I would change because isn't that technically what we're supposed to be talking about?
Mhm.
Like things you would change. But I
So
don't know that. Maybe you could tell her to bring different objects that are like a little funner. I don't know.
mhm.
Like
I don't know.
more
Yeah.
shape to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if like a kid really did want like a physical object, they'd be like, well, I don't want to draw a hand sanitizer.
Mhm.
Or maybe like the pictures,
But
like
I
bring
know.
some like simpler ones with like less smaller detail to them.
Mhm.
Yeah, because sometimes that you can get caught up on like the small detail
Yeah.
if you're just trying to do like an outline. But other than that, your PowerPoint is good. Directions are good.